We got our first snowfall. Warmed up the Maverick, let's go. Roads are covered in a layer of snow. Let's see if or how this car handles good old front wheel drive. This is the time I wish I got the all-wheel drive EcoBoost. But, I mean, all right, brake test from 20 miles an hour. And no. Not bad. Ooh, it's actually quite slippery. Yeah, it's quite slippery. I mean, not expecting too much out of a front-wheel drive, but I mean, it drives fine. It's got brand new tires and it's such light snow. Should probably try putting in the snow setting on slippery. See if that'll do anything. But if we come from a dead stop, so I'll stop. And we'll gun it. Okay, so it kind of limits power so that it catches grip before it spins, which is really nice. Yeah, it takes a while to stop actually, but that's probably because of the all seasons. Yeah, should be just suitable in snow. I think if I read correctly, the weight distribution is I believe 60-40 or 59-41, something like that. So it's front heavy, so it should have good traction on the front wheels. Also, rear view camera has no obstruction. It's been snowing for a little bit, and I guess because it's under the Ford symbol, it doesn't have any buildup of snow, which is very nice. There's a little bit of buildup on the mirror. Not much though, but yeah, nice that the rear view camera doesn't have snow on it. I think that happens a lot with our Acura. Alright, so I just had our first snowstorm here in Pennsylvania, southeast PA. We got about 5 inches of snow. It is looking beautiful outside. Here's a little downhill slope from 20. It stops pretty nicely. Been driving on the Maverick Hybrid. It was nice. Got the remote start on the Ford Pass. Got it warmed up. The door's angled, so if you open the door with snow on it, it will get in the car. That's a quick tip. Out of my neighborhood, my road was pretty unplowed, so it was actually still easy to get out of there. There was some, traction loss. Whenever you're turning and trying to accelerate, you will have slip. And it is a front-wheel drive, so I mean, the best you're gonna get is just to get really good tires, snow tires, preferably, and you should be fine. But yeah, this is where an all-wheel drive or Maverick all-wheel drive is going to outperform the front-wheel drive hybrid. Yeah. I did turn on the snow ice or slip traction, the slippery conditions button in the drive mode. I believe it helps a little bit. I guess all it does is it probably just limits power input from the throttle, so you're not just spinning. But I guess that's what traction control does too, so I really don't know how much that helps, but if it's just placebo, it works. So Might as well press that whenever it's snowing out. Stopped at a red light, and of course the hybrid turns off. I mean, the engine turns off. To the transition. There we go. And that's the transition to engine from full electric. Snow drifts here. It's beautiful, beautiful over here. First real snow. So these are OEM tires. It stops pretty good on a downhill. The only issue I had was on the off ramp. I was making a right turn from a stoplight with some sludge and snow on the ground. I was turning right and trying to accelerate. There was a little bit of traction loss, but I got up to speed pretty quickly. Would have been nice to have the rear wheels help me push up the hill. Most people probably know this, but if you only have the option for two-wheel drive, you should much rather get the Maverick over the Ranger or any other two-wheel drive truck. As even with the Maverick, with the unibody, I believe it's 59-41 weight distribution from front to rear. So 59% of the weight is on the front wheels, pretty much. And then on actual body on frame trucks, I believe it's probably even more lopsided. So on those trucks, if you have rear-wheel drive, you're going to have quite awful acceleration in the snow, and as you will not have as much weight over the rear wheels. But that's just something to consider if you're only doing two-wheel drive and not going for all-wheel drive or 4x4 for the frame-on-body trucks. But yeah, just driving through, it's roads are coated in a thin layer of snow. Following this Jeep at a safe distance, but there's no traction loss here. I'm just driving normally. I mean, they are brand new tires with only 540 miles on, so I'm sure they have some good grip and some good dig into fresh snow. But for any of you guys worried about snow capability, this does drive, I'd say, a little better than most front-wheel drives, as it is new traction control system. And with braking, you can stop just as quick as any all-wheel drive car. So you won't have any issues with that as long as you have good tires. The problem isn't going fast. The problem is stopping. So in a front-wheel drive and a 4x4 and an all-wheel drive, and all sorts of variations, they all use four wheels to stop. And if your tires are bad or garbage, you're not going to have a good time. Person in front of me is braking. I have no traction loss when slowing down there. Do a little acceleration. All right, so there we have a little bit of slippage, but I could tell the computer immediately started diverting power from whichever wheel was trying to start to pull it, one way or another. So that's pretty cool. One nice thing to point out is the rear view camera. I did not have to clean anything off. It was 5 inches of snow, and the camera is as clear as ever.